It's a day that parents across the country, parents of teenagers especially across the country, have been waiting for desperately, and the day is finally here. Today is day one where India has begun vaccinating its citizens aged between 15 to 18 years of age who are now eligible to receive the COVID-19 vaccine in our country. What you're looking at on your screens are pictures from across the country, from different cities, including the metros and other cities, of young teenagers lining up to receive their jab. They've waited patiently and with anxiety shared with their parents on when this day would come, because this has so much to do with their future, about college, about traveling abroad, about their next steps of their academic life. And finally, the day is here. It may be belated. There has been criticism for the delays, but that day is finally here. Well, India has opened vaccination for the first time for 15 to 18-year-old age group. That age bracket, which had been ignored so far, is finally getting its jabs today. This big inoculation drive has begun in many states. Teenagers are being administered the indigenously developed Bharat Biotech Covaxin shots. India Today's team of reporters brings you this spot check from across the country.
I'm actually excited, and then I'll get to go somewhere and then go to college also. I'm actually excited to go to college. First year in college and all.
India's young finally getting their date with the COVID vaccine, with the 15+ teen category finally getting the life-saving jabs. Teens and adolescents flanked by parents lined up for the Made in India Covaxin shots by Bharat Biotech. Over 10 crore young Indians are eligible for the shots. Preparations were made days ago in government and private schools and hospitals in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Bengaluru and many other cities. Gujarat's capital, Gandhinagar, was among the first cities to start vaccination sharp at 8 a.m.
I'm feeling pretty healthy. Confidence आ गया है. Side effects की भी चिंता करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है सच तो, क्योंकि it's all for the betterment of the country and for ourselves, क्योंकि जल्दी से कोविड भगाना है ताकि चीज़ें नॉर्मल हो पाए.
मैं ये बताना चाहूँगी कि सब लोग वैक्सीन ले ताकि वो सेफ रह सके, क्योंकि हम अभी ग्रोइंग एज में है तो हमारा स्टडी इम्पॉर्टेंट है. सो अगर हम वैक्सीन लेंगे तो हम सेफ रह सकेंगे एंड वी कैन कंटिन्यू आवर स्टडी.
In the national capital, kids seemed confident and eager to get vaccinated.
You have any sort of hesitancy? Are you afraid or anything now?
One of our friends who normally cries during the vaccination, she didn't cry, so we are very confident that we won't cry.
Our parents are fully vaccinated. We also want to be vaccinated.
Oh, that's very nice.
So we can go to school also.
That's the main thing.
At Mumbai's BKC Jumbo Vaccination Centre, parents were hopeful yet a little nervous.
Is there a sense of excitement or nervousness?
I think excitement because we've been waiting for the children to get vaccinated. Right. Nervousness because, they're our child after all, so we're a little worried about what the side effects could be, if anything. But I think it's important to get vaccinated.
In Kolkata, which witnessed a massive spike in daily COVID cases, young girls lined up at the vaccination centre, excited to get jabbed.
लेने के पहले थोड़ा ऐसे हो रहा था कि डर लग रहा था, लगेगा बहुत दर्द, सब लोग बोलते हैं कि बहुत दर्द होता है, तो उन लोग इतना अच्छे तरीके से दिया तो अभी दर्द नहीं हुआ और थोड़ा सा खून निकला है. तो
पहले थोड़ा टेंशन हो रहा था, अब ठीक हूँ, अब तो कोई टेंशन नहीं है.
Similar scenes played out in Chennai, where children were hopeful of breaking the shackles of COVID and resuming normal school routine.
This is a setup in a school, and the state government has also decided to involve schools and other education institutions in this particular action because it is much more easy to actually find the children and get them vaccinated. Here is a particular setup. You have all the medical equipment, everything which will be present at this point. And the state has also decided that as and when it gets the vaccines, especially for now we are getting Covaxin, this will be done because these are the children who actually gather in a group or several times, and there are a lot of chances for the variant, especially the Omicron variant, which is also spreading quickly in the state of Tamil Nadu.
Apart from lakhs of registration on the CoWIN platform, walk-in registration for vaccination is also allowed at vaccine centres.
It's a very good initiative by the government, and secondly, the best target audience is the kids right directly in their schools. So the most comfortable place to be always is your school for anything.
A shot in the arm of young India continues to give a boost to India's vaccination drive as India braces for the third wave. Bureau Report, India Today.
I want to go across to all of our reporters who've been reporting on this very important day from across the country. Aishwarya Paliwal is in Delhi, Pankaj Upadhyay from Mumbai, Suryagni Roy is in Kolkata, Pramod Madhav is in Chennai, and Nolan Pinto is in Bengaluru. I'd like to come to you first, Nolan. How is it looking? I mean, there's been so much of waiting for this day. Obviously, there are parents who are going to be still wondering about younger children, especially between the age of 12 to 15 as well, and even younger than that. But we will have an update on that only later. But today, the 15 to 18 category, began its vaccinations. How did Bengaluru do?
Well, Shiv, with the surge in the number of COVID positive cases that we are seeing everywhere, most of the parents that we have actually spoken to heaved a huge sigh of relief because as of now, at least in the age group of 15 to 18, they are getting the jab. So this is one sort of, okay, fine, you know what, at least my children might be safe. Even if they actually get COVID-19, there won't be a necessity of hospitalization. So this is what parents over here whom we spoke to actually thought. When we spoke to the kids, for them it's this, the adolescents, that we want to go out, but earlier we were only wearing our mask and going out, and there was the chance of getting infected. But now with the vaccine, we have that little extra protection. Now Karnataka has a huge target, 31.75 lakhs students in the age group of 15 to 18. We are told that today the target was about 6 lakh from 4,000 odd places. So we are still waiting for the details to come out. We are told that in the next one and a half hour, the government will tell us as to how many people, how many students or adolescents actually received the jab today. But according to the government, they have enough of the doses over here. Students need not worry. Parents need not worry. They only have to come out and take the jab. Most important, Shiv, is the school dropouts. This is what we have been speaking to a lot of them. The officials state that they are utilizing the help of NGOs to find all those school dropouts, especially from North Karnataka, so that no adolescent in the age group of 15 to 18 is left out.
Very, very good to hear that they're targeting everyone and making sure that nobody gets left behind. Have there been any hurdles in Chennai, Pramod?
Well, Shiv, in the state of Chennai, in the state of Tamil Nadu, the Chief Minister was very clear about the message itself. Even before starting the program, he very clearly mentioned that if you are vaccinated, it helps you a lot with the further variants as well. And in the state of Tamil Nadu, it was a good show today morning because the state has also decided to go ahead and actually utilize the educational institutions, which is making it much easier to actually approach the students. And after going through a much difficult period in 2021, the parents are also aware about the situation. Already in Tamil Nadu, you could see people masking at a higher rate, and now considering the 2022, the parents are also expecting the student to go to schools, and they are actually welcoming this move, and this was very much visible today morning as the program was inaugurated in Chennai today.
Very, very interesting. So it's being welcomed with open arms as it should be. Aishwarya, what about Delhi? We've seen a large number of parents in Delhi, especially just after the second wave, coming out and saying, let's not delay the delivery of injections to teenagers. What's the experience been like in the national capital?
Well, Shiv, let me tell you, the day began with anxious parents as well as children standing in queues to get the first jab. The children obviously were very scared, they were anxious, but once they got the jab, they all thronged to what you see, this booth. Now, this is a booth which, we see in almost all the vaccination centers because this is the generation that wants to click photos. So we did see, once the vaccination was over, they all came here. The children could be seen taking selfies. They were all clicking each other's pictures. In fact, they were also asking their parents, now click my picture because I have got the vaccine. The V sign was visible. So the day began with, parents not knowing exactly what to do, what will happen. But once the kids came at the vaccination centers and they took the shot, they were all very happy. Thumbs up, V signs, and it ended with a big selfie. That's what happened in the national capital. Shiv.
I'm going to leave it on that very positive note. Thank you very much, Aishwarya. Suryagni, we will come back to you in a short while.